Hey everybody, Bryce here in Leo's garden in the suburbs. Gonna bring you a quick update and show you what's going on right now in the garden. So here we go. Let's start right here with our blackberry cane, looking a little crazy. These were blackberries from last year, so those branches aren't my big concern, but these nice new growths are gonna be fantastic this year. Strawberries have taken over this bed down here as well, which is fantastic. So I have seen a few flowers. You see one right over there. The other thing is I had a bunch out here that I've since pulled up and given them to some friends. Over here, I've transplanted one of the rosemaries over there to the herb garden to give the blueberries some room to grow. And they are starting up already. Here is some of the strawberries that I've transplanted from out of the walkways. And the sage is starting to go again. I transplanted some of this, but it's looking good. And as you can see throughout here, I got a lot of grass that I got to pull up and everything else. But here's what's been crazy. So this right here, nice little lettuce going. So I pulled that one up, and you can grab these, take them over here, dig yourself a hole, stick them back in, gives you a quick start. But as you'll notice, I have a lot of side growth going on. This is mint that's taken off. I'm gonna have to stop that real quick or it's gonna get bad. But spearmint, fantastic. That came out of here with grapevine and everything else. It's starting to take off, so I'm gonna have to try to get ahead of that. A lot of these bigger plants that you see in here I pulled out of my walkways. So some lettuce, some celery like we got here, some more romaine. Those are the seed starts that seeds that I planted for my mixed greens. Got some carrots going, some more celery all over the place in here, some more lettuce, just going crazy, which is good. It's a good thing to have. Some parsley over here, some more celery over there. I got celery everywhere. Garlic has started popping up, which is good. That'll start going. See what we get out of that. Got some carrots intermixed. Those were all volunteer. Got some onions over here that I'm gonna separate and see what I can get out of them. Beans started, and then we got hit with the frost and they went back. Same with the potatoes over here. This was some more volunteer lettuce that got transplanted up into this bed. Doing really good. Over here, you can barely see them. Those are going to be peas and whatnot starting going through there. Some volunteer kale of all things. Well, actually, no, the kale I planted. The carrots over here I did not. All these carrots are all volunteer carrots. So, but the kale I need to start coming through and harvesting. It's doing really well, but it likes the cold, so there's no problems there. Some more volunteer carrots that'll get pulled up here pretty quick when I turn this bed over. Same with the celery. So I'm getting ready to turn this bed over, which is good because it needs it. And what you can see that I've been doing is I've been coming out and putting cardboard down and mulch, and been able to start clearing some areas out. Over here I planted some peas, so they'll start popping up here anytime. This bed I got to turn over and put some extra soil in here. Pull that carrot out. But back here, all of this looked like all of that. Put some cardboard down and then put the mulch down. The biggest thing I had to do was I had to pull a lot of these strawberry plants that you see in here had fallen over into the walkway here. So I pulled a lot of those out, transplanted a lot of those. The ones I got to get rid of are these right here. Anything that's in here that looks like a strawberry plant but has these yellow flowers. These are not good. Those aren't the kind of strawberries you want. Those are actually have been known, they're kind of a normal around here, but they have been known to provide poisonous strawberries or poisonous berries. So how they got in here, I have no idea. But they're definitely something that I'm working on trying to get rid of, which is a chore and a half. So a lot of this, here's everything that I've pulled out of the walkways. See if I can get this to focus. And that'll all become part of my composting. But so here's the garden right now as it stands. And it's going to take some time. Get the rest of these boxes down, pick up some more mulch, get everything filled out through here. This bed's been turned over, so it's pretty much ready to go. But I need to turn over 1, 2, top off 3, top off 4, and then that's about it. I did plant some radishes and everything over in here. Radishes, beets, those kind of things. Just tossed them in here. Got the drip irrigation going. The asparagus has been popping up nicely, which is always fantastic. We're trying to get ahead of it this year, and then transplanted some more strawberry plants with white flowers going already, so that's always a good thing. Don't waste your money on that. Big disappointment. Not happy with that at all. But one thing I will say is, if you ever want to have compost tea, you have a bucket that's filled up with water, just throw some dirt in there, some plants and whatnot that are old. Heck, you pull this stuff out of the ground, just toss it in there, let it do its thing for about a month or two, and then just put some of that into, you can dilute it down and add it into your normal watering can, and just gives you a little bit of a boost when you plant it, or when you pour it on all your plants. And come through, and some of this dead stuff gonna break off the blackberries, give them a running start and let them get going. But if y'all hang on a few minutes, I'm going to take you inside and show you what I have going on in there. All right, and here's the seed starts I got going. This is the toothache plant, and this thing has taken off in here. So it's going pretty good. This is our lemon tree slash bush, as I like to call it. And as you can see, we are getting some production out of it already inside here. I'm trying to see if I can find the good sides for you guys. Here we go. Look at that. See if you can, these focused in, but these have already started growing pretty well. Flowers are starting to, remains of the flowers have fallen away. Another one back here, a couple. But it's looking really good. I've been doing the coffee thing to it, and it's been adding very nicely. But here we go. So here's the bulk of things going right now. Some of my bell peppers and my jalapenos and stuff are taking their time in sprouting. So hoping that that'll change here pretty soon. First time I've ever got yarrow to sprout, so that'll be an interesting grow this year. Same with dragon fruit. I've gotten a couple of them to sprout. As you can see here, I'm dealing with a little bit of fungus on the top here, so I'm gonna have to put some more cinnamon in there. Still nothing out of my chives, which is kind of weird. The spearmint is taking off like a monster, like it always does. My Cubanelle pepper's going. Over here, I got an Alma paprika pepper. Got onion back there. And this is some more mint. So I think should have held off on planting the mint. Culantro back in the back. Some basil, that's the mammoth basil. We use a lot of basil. Some Mexican mint, some anise. What else we got over in here? some summer savory. A lot of this stuff is ready to go outside. It's been ready to go outside. Our moon flowers right here, we love planting those. It's a good vine. Nice to put up the pillars in the backyard. But up here is where everything is really going crazy. As you can see, we got some onions that are ready to be transplanted out. Some more basil, tomatoes that are going crazy, touching the lights, so it's kind of a big deal. Got some peppers that have started going, so like our keystones and everything else, which is great. Those are some of our bigger peppers that we like. Ones that haven't started yet, which my son is really disappointed in, is our snacking peppers. So, but all of the tomatoes have gone crazy, which is fantastic. Here's another one of those toothache plants. But as you can see, the tomatoes are just gone crazy. And then this right here is our cumin. So first year we've gotten that to sprout. We're gonna see what we can do with that. But that's everything we got going in here. I need to start doing some thinning out and getting stuff ready. We still probably, especially for the tomatoes, still got about another couple weeks before we can go outside and stuff starts maintaining a little bit. This week we're supposed to have a freeze this weekend, so not really trying to put them out yet, or the peppers. But the onions and a lot of these herbs and stuff can start going out here pretty much anytime. So, and as you can kind of see, putting in a little fence to try to keep the dogs out of the herb garden, and didn't seem to work yet. So we're gonna have to get that filled in and raise that fence up a little bit more, but I think we'll be able to do it here soon. Well, that's my updates for y'all on the series of how much food can we grow in a year. We've already pulled in some asparagus, already pulled in some salad mix, and some carrots. What's gonna be next? We'll see you soon. Remember, if I can do this, living in the suburbs, so can you.